Fellas, I don't know too much about this situation, Carcamp, but you're closer to it. Maybe you do. But our boy is being hit with a lawsuit. Our boy, Bitcoin Audible, Guy Swan, he's being hit with a lawsuit for ADA compliance. Did you hear about this?
Wait, no. For what?
Oh, dude.
ADA,
He's
like
being-
Americans with Disabilities Act?
I'm just going to read the article from the Bitcoin Bugle. I'm just in the way that he would do. In a surprising twist in the world of Bitcoin podcasts, Bitcoin Audible, helmed by the popular host Guy Swan, was served with a lawsuit on Friday. The plaintiff, a deaf fan who's taking the podcasting world to task for lack of ADA compliance.
What?
Swan, whose podcast has been featured in Forbes magazine's top crypto podcasts of 2020. What about all those other years? Nobody's better than him. What the
Right.
Anyway, now finds himself at the center of a critical debate about accessibility in the digital age. The lawsuit filed in a federal court echoes a recent case brought against SiriusXM, Stitcher, and Pandora by the National Association of the Deaf, hereby known as NAD, and disability rights advocates, hereby known as DRA, for similar reasons. The plaintiff, you're going to love this, backed by Roger Ver,
Oh, God.
an outspoken critic of Bitcoin and supporter of the lawsuit, argues that Bitcoin Audible is in violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act, hereby known as the ADA, which requires services provided to the general public to be accessible to people with disabilities. This includes podcast streams, which are viewed as a critical source of news, entertainment, and education. This is not the first time ADA compliance has been called into question for podcasts. The NAD and DRA took Sirius to task recently. More than 48 million deaf listeners unable to enjoy the content. The current lawsuit against Bitcoin Audible seeks compensatory damages, probably, like $1, and an injunction.
An injunction?
An injunction that demands that Guy provide interpretive dance videos to all podcast content.
No,
And
that's not real, is it? Come on.
No, but
It's a closed captioning or whatever.
Yeah, the demand is to put captions on the videos. Now, his response was to kind of shrug and go, "What do they want? Bitcoin inaudible?" Which I think is very clever. That's like some ultrasound money bullshit. I mean, just read the damn article, which is great because it's so true. Read the article. The articles are all there.
Right, yeah. He is taking...
It's all there.
He's taking articles and putting them in audible form. The article's already there.
So,
like,
he's arguably making the article more accessible.
More accessible, yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the first time we've talked about this, right? Basically,
I think it is.
Subpoena phishing companies.
Oh,
to
yes,
see
but
if
Rollo and Slappy had to deal with this. But for a different reason. Rollo and Slappy had to deal with it because they put a picture up of somebody on their website, and then the relative of that somebody was like, you're misusing that photo. And so they had to, podcasters get sued. I can't imagine them sending a letter to my address. Yawn. I'll pick it up when I get the chance, I guess.
Yeah, there's like a sweet spot of settlement money that companies would rather just pay out than go to court for. And that's like, some of these law firms exist solely for that reason. Like, they'll just send out subpoenas for ADA compliance.
God,
they're completely ridiculous, but companies will be like, you know what? We'll just throw you like $25,000. It's 1% of our like gross revenue. You can just have it. Just leave us alone.
I don't know.
ADA,
and I
man,
imagine
it's just
it's
so
like,
wild.
It's the Environmental Species Act for people.
Yeah.
People just use it for anything. Yeah. Which made me think about this show. So yeah. What's interesting is with Zencastr, it automatically gives transcriptions.
Oh yeah.
So we're back. We're ready to go whenever we have a deaf listener. But as far as I know, all my listeners here. Mm-hmm. If you're a deaf listener listening right now, send me a message and we'll know. So yeah, we shouted to that was a little bit mean. I'm sorry. Shout out to Bitcoin Audible. Shout out to Guy Swan. we're here for you. But if you need us to just show up strong in that courtroom, you let us know.
Character
We'll
witness.
be there. Yes, exactly. So that was the bullcrap alert of the day, and